Hello and welcome back to another episode of FPL Kopi Talks, where two gentlemen come together to talk about a game we love, Fantasy Premier League. The season is finally back, and as usual, I'm Anwar, the FPL casual, and with me, my buddy.
I'm Lukman, the sensible one. The football is back indeed, bro. How you
Let's
feeling, man?
go!
Are you pumped?
I'm pumped. I
As
think
usual.
good first game week, at least pretty decent for my FPL, and I think
Happy? You happy with your Gameweek one?
I'm okay. We'll talk about it in the first segment later. But
Alright.
where do
I
you
want to
watch your
ask you.
first game? I caught you before you can catch me.
Oh,
Where
you
do you
as
watch your
in
first game?
the Man U game or the Liverpool game?
Do you watch the menu game
Of course I
at 3
didn't.
a.m.?
Of course not. I
Of
slept
course
early,
not.
so I missed the any leaks. I was
Uh
early morning on Saturday. I didn't want to stay up. You?
now
You watch the
now
Man U game?
now I think now the good thing is that they released the lineup half an hour earlier than last year, right? It's
No,
like
no, 15 minutes only.
15
1 hour
minutes.
15.
But I think I'm using this app called Hotmob, not sponsored, but they have some sort of like a predicted lineup for the week.
Yeah. I saw
So
it from
it was pretty decent. It was pretty decent.
Bro, they say Baku will start rough. No. It's not
So
accurate.
not so reliable, but yeah, I mean not 100%. But you get a good feel of
Yeah,
like I think who's gonna start. I think pretty decent, but not 100% accurate. Anyway,
yeah.
I watched my game. It was the
Liverpool game.
7:30 kickoff. I think it's a
Yeah.
Saturday night 7:30 kickoff, and I'm usually at my in-laws place. So just a quick fun fact: my wife has two sisters, so there were not many males in the house, and I was conquering the living room TV, watching the game on my own.
Oh, serious ah? So
No
anti-social
lah,
lah.
not on my own lah, with my nephew. So my nephew, quick
Oh,
fun
got
fact, like
nephew.
he started supporting Liverpool because of his best friend, and then his uncle
How old is
somehow
he, bro?
convinced him, and then now like he's supporting Manchester United. So I told him he's probably like his dad lah. His dad's a bit of a lalang they call it. How about you, man? When you watch your first game?
Wait. How old is your nephew, bro? Curious.
He's 11
He
So I just
changed
like to.
from Liverpool to Man U at 11.
It's just them weird lah. I mean, his best friend supports Liverpool, and then he was supporting Liverpool for a while, had the Liverpool jersey
Okay.
and all. And his uncle and dad is a hardcore United fan, so like they kind of talk him into it. But I think he's just a cloud chaser lah. So,
But Man U is not a cloud chaser though. Like friends ah.
lalang. No lah,
Lalang.
he just idolizes Ronaldo and I just like to get under his skin and saying that Messi is the good. So
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that I have like friends like who are like 7 to 10 years old. They idolize Messi also, even though it's not in their era. Right.
past that era. But I think if you
Yeah.
watch on TikTok, there's a lot of his clips that were.
Oh yeah.
I mean his clips are more how to say outwardly.
Yeah, true. Okay. So I was at my in-laws too, same as you. But I had to anti-social lah, bro. I had to watch on my phone because everyone was there. So
Anti-socials,
I
yeah.
anti-social lah. Nobody watched what. And I cannot watch on TV, bro. They were all there. They were watching some other show. But I got home for the second half. You know when you messaged me, the first half was terrible, right?
The first half was
I
bad,
just
yeah.
got home. I just got home, to be honest. So I watched it on my phone the first half. It was horrible. But yeah, that's my plan. So any tips to escape in-laws, bro?
No lah,
If
I love
Liverpool play
going
the
to my
game.
in-laws so I got extra hands with my kids
Alright. Okay, but let's get it going. So
Let's go.
don't forget to follow us on all socials on FPL Kopi Talks. We're on IG, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and X.
Hey, I just want to say before that, right?
Yeah.
Awesome work on the TikTok reels. I think 3K views on your first game week, pre-game week draft. Let's keep it going, man. I think you're on track to be a TikTok
No.
sensation, bro.
Yeah,
I'll
Check out
join
my
you soon. I'll join you soon.
yeah, join me. ABK, you're listening to this, join the TikTok girl. So, but yeah, check out my latest TikToks. Anyway, if you're listening on Spotify or YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and yeah, you know what to do.
Show us some love, man. Also, if
Show
you
us some
haven't, do join our Telegram group. We will have some slides here. You can click on the QR code there and then join us from there as well. We're running a FPL price league where the league code is pinned on the Telegram channel. We've explained a couple of times why you need to be in the Telegram group to join the price league, and the winner of the league will win themselves a 25-26 Premier League jersey of their choice, right? Player grade, fan grade jersey, not player grade, fan grade jersey. So join our Telegram group with 280, make it 300 soon. And then we keep this community growing. This is where we chat and talk about anything FPL related. And I think this morning, not this morning, just a couple of hours ago, someone shared that Yao Pedro actually left Brighton for Sabah. So if you want to know what's the inside joke on that one, join the Telegram group, right? Without further ado, let's dive right in. Get comfortable, grab your favorite drink of choice, and join us for this Game Week 1 review. Title, what's the title again?
Why always more?
Why always more? Let's get into it, bruv.
Invite you to embrace this pivotal weekend in the race to be the champions of the Premier League.
You're listening to FPL Kopi Talks. Arguably the best FPL podcast in Singapore.
It was never a debate.
It was always a debate.
It was always a debate.
All right, welcome back. Welcome
Nice.
back. If you like this intro music, we're just adding something to your listening experience. We're bringing back one of the best segments that we had last season into the first part of this week's spot, and that is Tall, Grande, and Venti. In this segment, we rate, right? It's a purely biased, opinionated view of our game week views, right? We will rate the game week we had. It could be just FPL related, it could be just football related, but mind you, most importantly, this is purely biased and opinionated, right? So usually in Tall, Grande, and Venti, right, the person with the lowest points for the game week goes first. So, Lokman, off to you. How's your week?
All right. Where's the slides, bro?
Yeah, we got slides. We got slides.
I need to see
give me
my
a
team
sec.
on the slides. I didn't open the tab for my
Let's go.
team.
Okay, so this is Lokman's game week.
All right. So
Nice.
I ended up with 58 points, which is just 1 point above the average. Pretty meh, neither good nor bad. I feel like okay, I'm contented. It's only game week 1. So quickly, my team, I got Henderson in goal, Trent, Munoz, Robinson came on for Barco, who didn't appear. He was on the bench. I got Saka and Kunku, Eze, Jota, Haaland, Solanke, who disappointed, and Captain Isa, who also disappointed. So actually, right, I watched a lot of games this weekend. But none of the games really, I don't know, it didn't jump out to me. I think the Chelsea and Man City game was probably the best, but it wasn't like a good game too. It was the best. I mean, Liverpool second half was good, but it was only Ipswich, right? You can't get so excited. So I think it was a pretty mild start to the season. So I will give my rating a 5.5 out of 10.
5.5 out of 10. Meh start. Not too bad,
Meh
not too bad. I think your overall rank is 4 million.
4.1
How many players
million.
we have? So if you're like just above average, so I think there's about 9 million players probably, right?
Yeah, correct.
9 plus 10 million players.
9.2 million to be exact.
9.2 million. Is that the figures that you got, or just that?
No, I'm on the
just use your overall times 2.
no, I'm on the official website, bro.
9 million. Actually, that's a bit
9264783.
lesser than the overall, but people will still pick up the game now.
Yeah, people.
So
will still
5.5 out of 10. Okay, pretty decent. On to my game week. I think I started off pretty well with Salah, banking, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think a bit of I was expecting, like, I don't know why I had a higher expectation of Smith Rowe and Robinson to return against United, but I think they didn't keep their clean sheet. And first half of the Liverpool game was particularly frustrating to watch. I was asking myself, what is Slot doing? Gravenberg, Soboslai, McAllister midfield, they look a bit disjointed. Jota missed a header. Was it in the first half?
second half, bro. Just before the
We didn't even register a shot in the first half. I think
first half
it
nothing.
wasn't even Ipswich. We made Ipswich look good, man. I have to say. But that being said, I think second half we turn things around. I think I don't know. Looks a bit positive lah. I think one thing that I felt was positive personally was that we actually had some tactical changes within the game itself. Right, I think under Klopp he was a bit more like, we stick to what we are doing, and then we hope we get the best out of it. Right, you get what I mean?
Yep, I get.
So in the second half, it kind of
Yeah.
returned. I think other than that, I put Nkunku on the bench. Brian Rogers expected like at least 3 points, but got 2. Meh all around. I think I only had Haaland, Salah, and Alexander, my 3 premiums returning. So I think that's the silver lining for my game week. I agree with you. The City Chelsea match was one of the more interesting ones to watch. I watched the Brentford Crystal Palace game also. I thought there was I won't say waste of time, but like it was
No lah.
interesting to see like the verse of
Yeah.
the gap
It
the
was
gap of the different technical styles that different teams played. And should have watched the Spurs and Leicester game as
yeah.
well. Kind of miss Vardy and his antics. So apparently,
yeah.
like he was
Yeah.
what's it called? Shithousery, from him
Shithousery, yeah.
1-0.
Correct.
So okay, so I'm at
What's
62
your
points.
rating?
I thought I had a bit of a bigger gap from Lukman, but yeah, I think it's just 4 points. I think 4 points,
Yeah,
4 points
points.
away. Really
4 points
tight.
and 1 million. 1 million away.
And
Right.
yeah, and 1 million
4 points
away.
and
I
1
mean
million.
that's a huge. But it's game week one. I think last season my game week one was about 3 or 4 million as well. So we'll see how that goes. I hope it gets better from this week. My
What's the
overall
rating?
rating for this week, I think I want to set the bar a bit lower. I think we go with 5.2875 out of 10.
2875. 2875. Okay. Noted.
Don't
Let's
ask me
go.
next week, because I probably won't be remembering what my score is. Anyway,
All right.
this week, or not this week, this year, we're trying something new. For the first section, instead of going through, we used to have brew of the week, and what's
Rose.
the other one? Roast of the week.
Rose.
We'll move it on to a bit more of a discussion style question. So we will set up some important talking points discussions for the first part of the preview based on our perception of the game week. It could be FPL related, it could not be FPL related, but I think we're gonna start off one which is very closely related to FPL, and I think this is on a lot of managers' mind as well. Game week one, like I mentioned, Salah, Haaland, and Trent, the premiums in my team, returned for me. And the big question here is that I think coming to game week one in preseason, we were asking Salah and Haaland, are they both essential? So where do we stand on this Salah debate, man? I have both Salah and Haaland, so I'm happy that I have both of them, especially with
Alright.
Salah returning. Lokman does not have Salah. So Lokman,
Yes.
where do you stand on this debate, man?
Nice one. Alright. So of course I'm going with Haaland is more essential than Salah. So 2 reasons.
Yeah.
I'll just give 2 reasons. One is the star boy from Arsenal, Saka. He got
Mm.
12 points too, 2 points
He
shy
did.
of Salah. So he is more than decent enough replacement for Salah. And then there's no one in the striker. Like I know Watkins is still unfit or still not up to fitness, but
Yeah.
there's no one yet to replace Haaland. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why Haaland is more essential. The reason number 2 is Diogo Jota. Because he, in my opinion, he will probably play up front for maybe 2 to 3 games. Because as you
Okay.
see, Darwin didn't come on also. So it's
Fair
a good
enough.
sign. So I think Jota and Saka is the 2 main reasons why I think Haaland is more essential than Salah.
So you're not regretting not having Salah in your team?
No, I mean, okay. The answer is no, because Saka did well. The only thing is I would have captain Salah, right? So I think the only thing is he let me down lah. I don't think I regretted it, but if I were to go with Salah, right, I would have only been 3 points better off lah. I did the math lah. The 4 changes I made, it included Porro lah. Porro would have been in my team also. But yeah, I will be 3 points ahead. But I like Saka, man. I mean, watching the Arsenal game, man, Saka was, I don't think he's sellable lah. I feel that he was good, man. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I have Salah and Haaland in my team. I think I will want to have both of them. I think yes, I agree with you to some extent. If I could fit Jota in my team as well for triple Liverpool, I would have. On hindsight, I think the minute streak is still there for Jota, but from the game itself, it looks like he will have relatively good minutes lah coming in. He did got replaced by Gakpo, right, in the game.
Yeah,
So Gakpo didn't play too well as well. But I don't know if anyone in that front three look to be replaced next game, I think Diaz will be first. What do you think?
Agree.
Right, I think Diaz. I mean, I would love to see how Gakpo play on the left wing, coming off the
Agreed.
Euro form where he played on the left.
Yeah,
So
me
we
too.
see that I think Jota minutes is a bit more secured. But again, Saka returned. I think the question here is Salah or Saka, not so much of Salah or Jota right now. Right? I mean, Jota is the
Okay.
cover, but I mean, to get Saka over Salah, because at the end of the day we would want one Liverpool midfielder to cover for the good games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Jota is there. I think he got decent minutes, but Saka over Salah right now, I think this is the 9th season running where Salah has actually returned
In
or
Game Week
scored a
1.
goal in the first opening game, right?
Yeah.
9
So
years on the
Rooney,
trot. So
so
to me, right, like the only
yeah,
reason, okay, Saka is on form. I won't say I might be wrong. I say Saka might go on and be one of the best midfielders returns for this season. That's definitely true. But I think I'm lying on the side of track record here, and I think Salah just gives me, and especially like he proves his doubters wrong time and time again, right? Like people saying that this is not the season to be in, that he probably won't return, but I think he looks good, man. He looks sharp. He could
he
have
does
scored the
look good.
first one, but he gave it to Jota. I was surprised. He could have gone. I thought he was gonna go a far
I
post
think
finesse on that one.
I think if it was Darwin, he would have shot. I think he trusts Jota.
Probably, but yeah. I think they look good, and
How about Haaland? Like,
Haaland is
so
a
the
known debate lah. I think you need
no,
Haaland.
so yeah, okay. If you had to choose one between Haaland and Salah, like let's say you only had to choose one, like gun to your head, choose one.
Gun to my head, bruh. This is a free game, bruh. You got no guns, no hate, bruh.
Okay, knife to your neck.
Nah, bruh. Got
Choose one,
quite a
bro. I
thick
want you
neck
to
here,
choose
can't you
one.
see? No lah.
I
But
want you to choose one. I want you to choose one.
Haaland or Saka? Sorry,
Salah,
sorry, sorry,
Salah.
sorry. Salah or Haaland?
Choose one, bro.
Just based on the games itself, I would
Yeah.
probably go with. I'm a bit biased here, lah. I will still go with Salah, because I
Okay.
think like if you want me to free up funds, right? I mean, one of the reasons is to free up funds. I think Salah Haaland frees up a bit
More
more
fun,
funds
yeah.
that way. And I think there are more interesting options. I can get Saka in to replace Haaland as well, and then like bank in on like, I mean, we got surprise returns from players like Wood, right,
But
for
we won't
that
go there,
game
like
week.
Havertz, lah, bro. Havertz.
Yeah, and Harvard is also an option. I mean, with a bit more information here, I think Haaland is there, but after that one goal, I think he wasn't, like the way the team set up is that the goals might come from anywhere, lah. You get me?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not like a fool, like everyone's looking for Haaland to score the goals. He does convert whatever chances he gets, but yeah, I just go with Salah
All
and free
right.
up the fund with Haaland.
Shall we move on to the next discussion?
Right. So that's the thing. Just a quick one. Lokman, can
Yes,
Saka go on to beat Salah's 301 point this season?
no chance. He's not that good. He's not that good.
Is that a good?
Yeah, but he's got to
Right.
stop. He's got to stop limping. Damn annoying as an owner. You know, there's a fake limp and then like pretend that he's injured.
Okay. Enough of the snide. Enough of the snides of Saka. Right. Let's move on to our next talking point here. We've done with the Salah and Haaland debate. I think at the end of the day, you need either one or the other. But the next question that we have right here is this: there are not many good mid-price midfielders, especially with the way the price points were. We saw how Cole Palmer looked a shadow of himself in this new look Chelsea team. But do we have a better clarity on who were the better mid-price midfielder options, right? I've got in Emil Smith Rowe 3 points. I think Nkunku returned 1. Rogers was just 2 points. Not many mid-price midfielders there, but do we have better clarity on who these mid-price midfielders are? Right? What's your take, Lokman?
Why don't you want to go first? Because I have a few names. I will probably just say one.
What's your take,
No,
Lokman? Okay, so okay, my point here being is that I still think it's a bit too early
Yeah, for sure.
to see. But if there's one player that I kind of like, not say regret, but I should have picked over Nkunku. I think Nkunku was a full load of like riding on a
Overhyped.
bandwagon kind of a 6.5 million, really good value kind of play. But I think the way Chelsea was set up with Nicholas Jackson up front, I thought he really like brought the game out of, like he brought Palmer and Kunku out of the game, and like that link always stopped at him. So they brought in João Felix, right?
Yes.
So I'm hoping that Nkunku does return if Felix play up front. I think Felix is more of like that false nine that can bring in these two players. You get me?
Yeah, I
Like
guess
he
he
can
can.
slot in a bit deeper. He can
Yeah,
interchange role
yeah.
with like either Nkunku and that one. Makes sense. But I don't know about you. I read this funny thing about Jamie Carragher said something like, "I'm not too concerned if
Where he
Felix
plays.
actually makes the team. I'm just
Yeah.
more concerned if he's got space to change in the changing room."
Nice one, Carrier. That's legit.
Yeah, but
So who's
Felix
your
is in, so I think Nkunku is
so
there. But if the person that I missed out, right, like I think I should have trusted my instinct a bit more with my main man, the Jamaican wizard, Leon Bailey. I think he looked a
he
bit.
looked
He
good.
still looked live wire. He didn't
He
return.
did, he did.
He hit the post once, and I thought that was a bit
He did, he did.
of a bummer, man. I thought it was a definite goal, and thankfully he hit the post, because if not, I'd be ruining not having him in my team, because he was in one of my drafts. Lah. I think he was in my first draft, if you recall.
Yeah.
Right, I had him,
Okay.
I had Kudus players, but Kudus looked live wire. But I think with this West Ham team, a bit challenging to
Alright.
see them
Good pick.
return.
Just a counterpoint on Bailey is Rogers. I feel like he's cheaper, right? 1.5 million cheaper. He played the full
Yeah,
90 minutes. Bailey
he
didn't
did.
play, and he
He did.
did look decent. He
Yeah,
played
he was
number
decent.
10. He he looks decent. So that's another counterpoint. You don't want to double up, right? And I think Watkins also will probably be an option from Gameweek 3. So you don't
Yeah,
want
he will. He will.
cannot too many eggs in one basket. That's the only counterpoint for
Fair
Leon Bailey.
point.
But
Fair
he
point.
is a good player. He's a
Fair
good player.
point.
Okay. So my one,
Your Minte return
Minte fresh.
fresh
Uh
return, and he got injured.
concussion. Yeah, so
Concussion,
actually
right?
my mid-price option, right, is actually from the same team as Minte. It's actually the guy nobody looked at is Mitoma at 6.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
He was 2 seasons ago, he was the main guy in our fantasy teams. He looked good in this game. I know he was actually young.
Because even last season, in fact, the first half of last season, he was like
Yeah.
a bread and butter in
With-
most teams. Yeah, it was
he
really good.
was. He was. Good player. 6.5 is a good price. But yeah, I think someone to look out for. Brighton, they look good, and we
I
know
think it's a
his
lot of
quality.
unknowns lah, with a new manager and then like a team of
Yeah.
like, I won't say unknown players, but we more or less know how to play. But Mitoma could be like a really like wide player, too further away from the goal, but he was really quite inverting in the game,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, he just looked good on the highlights. So someone to look out for. If like Nkunku doesn't start or what next game, I'll be
Yeah.
thinking of like Mitoma will be one of my shortlisted players to buy.
And then what about our star boy, man? The guy,
Who?
the enigmatic Mbuemo.
Oh, he's good. 7 million. A bit more pricier. But yeah, if Tony leaves, right, he will be tempted, I feel. If like Tony goes Saudi, right, which is pretty the rumors are pretty strong. If he goes Saudi, right, I think he is decent he will be on penalties.
Mbuemo,
And yeah. If
But
Tony leaves,
I don't know. Like I was watching the Brentford Crystal Palace game as well. I think just since we're on this one, I think
Yeah.
it's interesting to see that the width Brentford played Crystal Palace. Right? Yeah, they did. The
Yeah.
width on Brentford on the counter attack was really wide, and I think they kind of exploited Crystal Palace, because Crystal Palace played with three at the back with Mitchell and Mono. So I'm holding some like I'm still reserving my opinion on Bemo. I think this game we said on Bemo there are lots of space because of the way that Crystal Palace was set up. Other than that, I think the touches were pretty okay. The goal was decent, but like they had more
Guehi,
chances because of how Crystal Palace set up. And
His
that
goal,
being said, I
Guehi.
think we're still on this point.
Yeah.
Mitchell and
Remounted.
Munoz look really advanced
Yeah.
in
They did.
in this game, and I think it's
One thing about Munoz, right? I didn't know he took corners also. Like as
yeah,
he
he
shared
did.
corners with Eze, which
Yeah, he
is I
did.
don't think he did last season. So that's something new this season, I think. So yeah, something if you got 5 million defender who takes corners and he's so advanced, I think he's a decent pick. And I'm happy to have him.
And since we're on mid-price midfielders, right? Eze, right?
Yes.
The goal should have stand.
Yeah. Sian, He played well. I mean,
I
he
know.
didn't play.
Apart from the free kick, he didn't play well. I say, he looked like
He had a lot of shots lah. As a
he
for
reminds me
fantasy
of
lah.
Pogba. Like he plays when he wants to. You get me? Like
Pogba,
he doesn't really control the game. Like
No,
when
yeah.
the ball gets to him, it's a nice position. He wants to play. I don't know whether the 7 million
rather
is worth
him-
on Eze. In my
He
opinion,
is lah. He's on penalties. He's better. I don't know. I still think watching that game, he was frustrating, right? But he took shots, bro. He took a lot of
Yeah.
shots. He very greedy, which is not good for the team, but for fantasy, we like a greedy guy. So I think I will rate him over Mbemo lah, same price.
Okay. Any more? In your
Let's-
mid price range?
Nothing more. Let's move on to the last one.
Nice. Let's move on to the next one. And I think the last one that we want to talk about, right, is who are the most overhyped or underhyped players of this of our preseason predictions. I think for sure, right? For sure.
sure.
Having Cole Palmer at 10.5 million this season, expecting the same kind of returns from last, I think with this Chelsea team, 10.5 million could be a bit rich for most of the managers. Pellets, but I think there are more overhyped, underhyped players. I'm pretty sure that one overhyped player that Lokman has convinced me with is of course Big Dom Solanke for Tottenham, and I can't believe I said, "Come on, you Spurs!" Just hoping that it would return, man. But that was just one of the more overhyped or underhyped players. But let's start with overhyped players. Lokman,
You mentioned
who's your overhyped player?
let's go with the simple one, Nkunku. I wouldn't say he is overhyped, but I wouldn't like get him out of my team yet. I still think there's potential there. I thought he played okay, even though when he had the ball, right, I wanted him to like attack Luis more, like like dribble. He didn't do that.
Yeah.
I was like wondering, what, just go attack lah. He's not that good defensively, but that's something.
But I think his style of play is more of a pass and move kind of player. You get me?
He's.
And then when he passes to Jackson did a back heel to nobody. Yeah. Do you see that?
I saw. I don't know, but like, yeah, that's true lah. He's not really a dribbler. He's not like a. Like, he's not a winger, lah, right? He's not an out winger, so maybe
he looked pretty lively. I
He
mean,
did
if
look
I
good.
were
He did look
Enzo Maresca, I would consider dropping either of Caicedo or Enzo in the midfield. Bring
same.
Palmer in that number 10 position.
And then
Right, then
Nkunku wide still lah.
Nkunku, Felix, and maybe one more white player, like Madueke or something like that. You know.
Wait, there's too many people already.
No. So it's Lavia, Caicedo, and Palmer in midfield, and then you have Felix, Nkunku, and one white player.
So Nkunku is still wide lah.
Nkunku is still white, but like like the interchange role with like
Yeah,
Felix and Palmer, that kind of thing. That's what I would do. I think, but I think he still looks pretty decent though. I mean, overhyped. Yes, he didn't return as quickly, but I think we shouldn't be expecting it's more of a long game with Nkunku. At least he's not injured. He's not on the treatment table, so that's pretty good. My overhyped player has got to be Emil Smith Rowe. I think
he came off early, right?
he came off early, one thing, but I think a lot of the fundamentals that we came up in his selection, apart from his price point and playing for Fulham, and that he's probably starting, is that we had a lot of nostalgia in how he came up alongside Saka. You get me? At Arsenal, and I think that we tend to forget that he has not played regular football in a season or two, right? And I think it was quite telling. So I think that's my overhyped player of this one. Right?
Do you have underhyped?
Underhyped player. Who's your underhyped player?
I'm going with the main
Who
guy.
you think should deserve more plaudits, or should have given more attention to?
So I was we podded with ABK. I brought up the Kai Havertz question. You and ABK rubbished it off. I was quite curious, to be honest. I thought like last season towards the end, he was crazy, bro. He was returning every game, bro. He was super. He was a highest scoring player from like Game Week 20 onwards to Game Week 38. So this morning, the last game week, right, he showed why he was pretty good lah. But yeah, he 12 points. He is my underhyped player of the Game Week 1. What do you think of Kai, bro?
I think it's pretty decent. Again, he should be a much better option than Solanke, or to that matter. I think just the fixtures lah. I think after Game Week 1, the next 4 fixtures for Arsenal will be a bit challenging at the start of the season. So I think that could be. Right. But if you ask me, there's no player that I wish I could have had this Game Week 1. You get what I mean? Like, so strong enough.
Havertz over Dom.
Havertz over Dom? No. I'm just saying that I still keeping to Dom. for Gameweek 1 itself, like in isolation, probably Havertz over Dom. But like if you're looking at the next like 4 games, I'll still be a bit wary about Havertz. Because
Alright.
just purely for the fixtures lah. But
Right.
under hype, I don't feel like apart from Havertz, I don't feel that there's anyone else which like you go like I should have gone with this player. Like why did people talk about this player too much? Do you have
You
any?
know one.
I can't
Besides.
can't really put a finger on
Okay, that's okay.
anything.
You don't have any.
What I
Let's
was
just.
surprised with though is Rico Lewis starting position on the right side of
Yeah.
City's defense,
He was good.
and
He
I
was
thought
decent.
he was the opposite of what Vadil was at the tail end of last season, right? He was really attacking in that game.
Yeah.
I think he
Yep.
even had one chance which was ruled offside, right? He scored one which was ruled offside.
He did.
He
He's a
did,
good player.
He's a good
gonna
player.
be
He's a good
invalid.
player, and I mean, Vadil
He is.
started, but he was more of a back three, right, in that game. If you
Yeah.
watch it,
Yeah.
and actually, if you think about it, just from a pure football perspective, not fan perspective, football perspective, like swapping out Walker for Vadil on the other side of the flank and putting in Rico Lewis is actually a pretty decent option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So
is for FPL. He's 4.5 million. So
yeah, and a
if
pretty
you
decent
own,
price. If he plays,
yeah.
if he plays.
But do you
with the
think he
Valverde.
will? Do you think Walker will be like just shut up? He's a captain, right?
No, I think he will play. But I think like looking at
Yeah.
this, I mean we have Pep here, right? It's Pep roulette, but it still becomes like a very viable option. And I think that at 4.5 million, if you have like 5 defenders, you take 4.5 million defenders, right? He's a very
Yeah.
nice bench option.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
I
Like,
wouldn't waste a Man City spot though, in case I would. Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah.
it's tricky, like
But
it's tricky. But I thought he was interesting.
He did look
quite
good.
live
He
for
looked
you.
good.
Yeah, he did.
I agree. He did. Anyway, there's a 5.5 million defender still on the game for Man City. Can you guess who, no, bro? They will shock you.
5.5, 4.5.
5.5 million defender in Man City right now.
Who?
Former Barcelona player, Yao Cancelo. Do you think he will stay there? I don't think he will stay there.
No lah, Pep hates him for some reason.
Yeah, but he's still there.
I
I
mean,
don't think
Rico
Barcelona
Lewis
can afford him.
is there. Rico Lewis
Yeah, okay.
hit of him.
Good talk, bro. Shall we?
Yeah, I think we've had quite a number of discussions today. I think we want to keep this pod light and breezy. So 3 main discussions. We talk about Salah and Haaland and how important they are. We looked at the performances and some of the mid-price midfield options, and also we've discussed some of the overhyped and underhyped players for this season so far. So this is game week. This is the first part of this pod. We'll pod again on Thursday night. I think we'll probably be going live. So just keep there. Be prepared about like 10:30 to 10:45. That's the time that we're planning to get online. We also, I mean, for those of you listening to us for the first time, we had a partnership pod. We appeared on a pod on Lepak Bapak. So if you're a Malay listener and you want to hear to some interesting takes, the bunch of funny guys, you can listen to that episode as well. And I think that what we want to try to do here is also like on top of engaging you engaged and casuals on this FPL. We're also trying to reach out to more podcasts, get our reach out a bit more. We're running SG Podcasters FPL Kopi Talks League as well. So I'm just going to share my screen here and we'll see what's the how that league is going by. I think pretty decent here. I was telling Lokman that I need to screenshot so that I can get myself in the league there. So I'm number 13 there, which proves 1 point, right? Especially to all the I mean most of the SD podcasters here are like the Malay podcast. So for you guys, then like we said on the Lepak Bapak podcast, this game is not that difficult. It's a lot of luck, it's a lot of skills. But I see Firoz. Congratulations, Firoz. 67 points. You beat me by 5 points this week. You beat Lokman by 9 points this week. Congratulations. I hope you didn't play your triple captainship on Diogo Jota. And Diogo Jota was fit this week. I think there are a couple more here, but I'm just gonna go again. In third place, we have Fear FC 94. So Fidaus, congratulations. Kirim salam Cik Pol. So Fidaus here is my wife's cousin. He listens to our pod, and apparently,
What's up, bro?
like my wife said, like she don't really talk to this cousin, but then this cousin came to my wife and said, abang Anwar mana? So he wanted to talk to me lah. So
How old is he?
podcast. So all the way, congrats man, Monster Game Week. We have HS29 FC. You know who these guys is?
No.
Anyway, if you haven't been on our Telegram group, and number one, right, this guy, Racun Rangers, Yazid Norden, huge shout out. This guy here is my childhood buddy. He's the reason why I
Really?
support Liverpool FC. He's the reason why I idolize Gerrard.
North Brooks,
Yeah, from North Brooks as well.
Oh.
He set up 2 accounts. I think his second account is somewhere in the funnily right. His second account is all the way at the bottom of this podcast table, and his first account is in the 80 point mark here. I think decent selection. Let's
Bro,
see who he has in his team.
Got Luis, yeah. Funnily,
Excellent. I mean, this team looks really good. Like he has Rico Lewis, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Porro in defense. I think they all banged. Okay, here Jacob Murphy. He said that was an insight that he got from our pod. Thank you very much. I think
unlucky.
You're unlucky lah. If there wasn't a red card, he wouldn't have gone off. Luis Diaz should have gone with Jota. Rogers, Mo Salah. Up front, he had Haaland, Isak, and he went with Wood. Wood was lucky, but he's got Bako, Johnson, and Nkunku on the bench. So, congratulations, bro. I know that his target for this season is to finish all 38 games, and that was my target last season. And I wish you all the best. You really got it off to a good start. You really got off to a good start. Your overall rank right now is crazy. Let me see. What's his? Okay, not that crazy lah. I mean, you're already at 320k in Gameweek 1. I think that's an excellent start to the season. Yeah. Keep it going. Listen to our pod and hope we get more inspiration.
All right.
I think that we can wrap up this week's pod. Do you have anything else you want to add, Lokman?
All right, let's just do housekeeping. I think we just want to appreciate your support for the preseason. This is when the game starts, the real deal starts. So do keep an eye on our content, subscribe, share our socials, share the podcast. Everything is linked. All the links are embedded in the description.
Yep. It's just Gameweek 1. For those of you who are doing badly, don't worry. You can still start again. If you got friends who want to come in, I think Gameweek 2 is still a good time to come in. You won't be too far behind. Like you see, 60 points. I think over the course of 39 games, you just need to beat the other player by 2 points per game on average. I think you still can come back and do it. I think it's decent. If you like our content here, invite your friends, your casual friends, to come listen to us. I think we've successfully, to some extent, managed to convert some casuals to be more serious, and we want to continue with that journey with you. Don't forget to follow our Telegram group. We will be back this Thursday night. It'll be a live podcast. We will be reviewing some of our moves for the next game week. We will be answering some of your questions. We'll be posting up questions on the Telegram group chat. You can drop your questions. We'll get to those questions. We'll deep dive into some of the key things that you want to consider for Game Week 2. And then we'll also be live, right, on YouTube. So we'll answer your questions live, so you can get up-to-date questions as well. Yeah. Any questions, just hit us on our social. If you really like the content that Lokman is putting up on the Reels and on TikTok, do support him by giving us the like, share, and subscribe. This has been a good session. We were planning to keep it under 30 minutes, but I'm happy we're under 40. I'm happy. I'm Anwar, the FPL Casual.
I'm Lukman, the sensible one.
The sensible
I'll see you in 48. I'll see you in 48 hours, bro. We're FPL Kopi Talks. Signing out.
Let's go.
You're listening to FPL Kopi Talks. Right here. Right now.